Hello everyone. Today on Adventures with Paul I'm doing a bit of an update on what I've been doing with my 3D printer and such. Had some more parts that we're printing. I've done some updates. I got my switch holder in place and I've installed some additional lights along the front rails. You can see them here and here. It allows me, the switch holder allows me to turn the lights on. I put two different switches, one for the top ones and one for the front ones. So now we're a bit more illuminated on our bed. We can see things much better. I don't have to grab a flashlight anymore when I want to see what's going on. The parts that had the crack, that in particular, and this guy had a little one right up here, I have replacement parts printed. I just haven't bothered to put them on yet. I'm figuring sooner or later I'm going to have to do a complete teardown, or at least the upper portion of things, to clean things, align things, things like that. I'm noticing an issue with the tension on this belt here. You can see we got a bit of an alignment issue where the upper part of the belt doesn't quite line up with the lower. You can see right in this area here. There's the lower belt and the upper belt. Anyhow, what's going on is we're pivoting on the shaft. It's putting a side load on the threaded rods, and our coupler is flexing in ways it shouldn't on both sides. I think what I want to do to rectify this is the length here is short. You can see the end stop there. I got space between the end of this and the end stop. I'm thinking of lengthening from here out as far as I can, so I'm gripping more of these rails here, and that'll keep the end of the X carriage from rotating in place due to tension on the belt. I'm working on redoing both ends of the X carriage. This guy here as well, blowing this out about 15 millimeters from this surface going forward and have it go straight across rather than have the hump it does. Basically it'll be 15 millimeters out from there, go straight across and grip a longer length of the rail on both ends. I'm hoping that'll rectify that situation and it'll take care of the binding that I'm getting there. Haven't really seen any difficulty from that. My first layer going down runs a little bit of a problem. Sometimes it won't index up. It'll stretch the coupler on one side when it goes to crank things up, moving up and down. And it's giving me a little bit of lash when I move down to 0 and then move back up again. We come down and then there's like a bit of a rotation before it starts up again, so I don't start moving up right away. So that needs to be rectified. I think fixing the ends of the X carriage will do that. I think I'll take you around and show you what I'm doing with all these parts that I've been printing, so bear with me for a sec. And we're back. I'm out in my shop. It's after hours, so everyone's gone, and we have some of the equipment that I've produced lined up out here being checked out. This is a console tester, the console that goes between the driver and passenger seat, and 4 door testers. Now, you may recall I did a set of circuit card mounts. Well, there's the circuit card and the mounts going all the way around to hold the circuit card in place. It's 32 channel board, 300 watt power supply. We have a breakout board going to a subplate with Amphenol connectors. These will go off to cables that will run off to the product being tested. These 4 units do doors. Anyhow, the other thing I did was don't know if we'll be able to see it very well, but there's a Revo computer, Acer Aspire Revo, And nestled back in there behind is the VESA mount that I mounted on the back of the display here. You can see the ends of the X right there, and that holds this rather nicely. It's tight in. The one that Acer supplied was at an angle and farther away from the monitor and wobbly, and that didn't work very well. An issue we've run into, it's like 85 degrees in the shop right now here, and it's a little warm, and these boxes feel warm as well. So we have louvers and filters. Let's see, this one has both of them installed still. Oh, nope, somebody's been pulling them out. There's a filter down here, and a bracket set, and louvers on the side, there and there. Well, we had an existing hole pattern for the filter that went on the top, so what I thought of doing was taking some fans. We have 80mm fans that were in stock. These are 110 volt, nice high flow rate on them. Yeah, that one doesn't have a label. Or that, oh, it's right there. So that's what we're playing with. Anyhow, I had an existing hole pattern, and I had a new hole pattern. So I printed up an adapter. So I'm countersunk the holes right in the model. So they printed out countersunk so I could use flathead screws. So when this gets mounted inside, it's flush against the wall. And this is there's an arrow on here somewhere saying which way the airflow is. There we go. So this is an exhaust fan, so I'll be blowing air out here. Here's one installed. So I had an idea in the morning, printed up or drew up a model, and started printing it out that evening. And this here, there's one on that one as well. This is the first one that I did. It got approval from everybody saying, yeah, this is a good idea, and just started printing them out, and I got 3 done already, and number 4 is on the printer right now. So another example where something we would have had to cough up money for to get designed and built, I was able to blow out on the printer in relative short order. So let's go back into the air-conditioned comfort of the office the printer's in. Okay, back in the office. It's a bit cooler in here. My print is at 77%. This is being done with PLA. I'm going to stick around here till this finishes and start another one running. My glass that I cracked the corner on, I actually ordered replacements for, so I got a couple extra sheets. I'm still using that. When that one's done, I'll throw the next sheet of glass on and get another one printing, and after it's through its first layer, I'll probably hit the road. So that's it for now. More as it happens.